What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another video. Just filmed a ride on the SV. Went to this meet, and I probably would have kept it as like a longer video, to be honest, but we're doing a first ride on the F4RR, so that's why I gotta separate it, because they're two very, very different videos. So, you know, and Mr. MV is gonna have the honor of being the first person actually to ride my Super Veloce 1000 Oro. Like I said in the last video, I honestly didn't get enough of riding this thing. It was a blast. I forgot how fun it is to ride. Gotta do the first ride on the F4RR, so, you know. And also, I am very excited to see the SV from a third-person POV, because those, I mean, it looks so good just sitting, let alone seeing her rolling on the road. I'm gonna roll her down, and then we'll switch. I'll just put it over there.
Yeah, I'll get a picture with your bikes later, guys.
Thank you, Jeff.
You guys rolled the thing on Saturday. I'll fix my bike.
I'll come on Saturday, but I'll probably be on a different bike. Yeah, not the SV again. We'll see. I was planning on take the H2R. I'll take the bike down for Mr. MV. He got little legs, so you know we'll help him out. Line him up. The MV flagships, right? Are you ready, sir? Are you ready? Hold on. I gotta do the SV. They look really sick. The F4RR. Why does it say what is that? Yeah, what is that?
Oh,
why does it say 217 miles an hour?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like it's the top speed.
The top speed?
That's claims that this goes 206, but I've never been there. You can try if you want. I don't think so.
206? Yeah, what do you guys think? Should we do a top speed video on that 4? Maybe for a second video. I've never ridden one, so yeah, I don't want to abuse her yet. It's your baby. And this is a 2019, right? What? 2019.
2019, yeah. It's the last like non-RC or non-Claudio imported.
Okay, so the last...
This bike itself got air freighted in by the guy who bought it.
The last F4RR. Which one is taller?
Huh?
Which one is taller? How does this feel?
Oh, mine's taller.
Yeah? This sounds better though. Alright, we're switching up. Oh yeah, this is way taller. Wait! Regular shifting?
What?
Regular or GP?
Regular.
GP! Whoa, that revs. That feels nice. Oh yeah, that SV looks already sick. This is gonna be a double review for you guys, because I'm gonna be reviewing the F4 and he's reviewing Okay, it's gonna take me a sec to get used to the regular shifting. Oh my god, this thing is so much lighter and more flickable. That sounds so sick though. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, this ride's nicer. Wow. This is so light. It's so much lighter than my Super Veloce, and it's more responsive. I wonder if he has a tune or something on it. This feels nice. Why do I have a malfunction? I haven't done anything. Wait, it has a quick shifter probably, huh? Wait, how do I shift? Oh yeah, it has a quick shifter. I'm over here shifting manually. Thinking I can't, but it has a quick shifter. Definitely, desperate. If this thing has an exhaust, it'd be so much better. Mr. MV, we need to give your F4 the K-touch. We need to dial her up. Oh my god, this thing feels very interesting. Oh yeah, the brakes are non-existent. He did warn me about that. But holy, right away, just the way I can kind of like move this thing around, it literally feels like the F3. That's crazy. How much does this thing weigh? That's so interesting how different it is from the Super Veloce. I wonder if it has lighter wheels. I have a feeling that the SV might have cast wheels. That thing is like a hyper bike when you see it roll through. Oh, okay, we'll stick a little bit back. We don't want no rock chips either on his bike. Yeah, the brakes are like non-existent on this bike. And he said his rear brake is even worse than the front. That looks so sick. I've never, like I said, I've never seen an SV roll, so super sick. That quad tail exhaust, holy, it looks low though. It looks like it's lower. Even though we raised it back up, only the front is lowered. So sick. I know this is supposed to be an F4 review, but I can't help it but admire the Super Veloce. It's kind of like the same thing we did the other way around. When I was on the Super Veloce, I was just admiring the F4, and V's just look insane on the road. You gotta keep in mind, guys, this is the bike that was in The Dark Knight. In one of the Dark Knight movies, I'm pretty sure it's like the last one. You know, Batman rides in a F4, so man, that alone is super sick. Oh, that thing looks sick even from like... Yeah, this thing needs an exhaust. Oh my god, this thing is so responsive though. It feels really good. The diesel pops. Alright, Mr. MV, we're gonna lose you for a split second over here because we really want to see what the F4 can do. Man, this thing is so fast! What the heck? It's definitely not as stable as the SV. Like, I can feel the entire bike being all shaky right now. The SV is way more stable. We gotta be somewhat more careful since, you know, this bike doesn't really have decent brakes on, but still feels really solid. Not bad. It's definitely up top. I would say the SV is faster, but down low, this bike is a lot more responsive. And I think a lot of it probably has to do with the tune. The headers definitely made my SV a little more kind of like sluggish down low, but also that's how the Brutale series bikes feel. What I can say is that I really enjoy this bike down low, more in like lower speeds, but I enjoy the SV overall better. It still has a little bit of that diesel pop. It's definitely still a sick bike, but I can see why the SV is a little more redefined in a way, you know, improved, but not completely, because I would say that a F4 platform, like, this is different. There he is. the heck? How did I go into neutral after 5th gear, brother? I was trying to shift it to 6th, but yeah, this thing is definitely slower up top. But I would say down low, it's not that it's faster down low, it's a lot more responsive. The throttle response is way better. Maybe, is this a... No, it's still electronic. Oh, what a bike. This duo was sick, actually. We need to do a little bit more of this, because this is a dope combo. Yeah, the shifter is pretty horrible, I'm not gonna lie. It's super clunky. You guys saw like a couple false neutrals and all that. Not ideal, that's for sure. But I would say the gearbox feels better. That's my only complaint that I've always had with the Brutales, like even the Rush, Nürburgring and all those. The gearbox just is like clunky. It doesn't feel like from a stop, like when you go from clutch to throttle, this feels way better. I don't know why. If that SV has this gearbox, it would be like a perfect bike. I can tell he enjoyed it. Oh, there are this diesel fun pops and all. Look at this thing roll. I really liked it. It's just, we need a mixture of the two. We need this gearbox with like some of this aesthetics mixed with this aesthetics, you know what I mean? Like if MV combines these two, which is possible obviously, it's both their bikes, like the old flagship and the new flagship. MV, combine the two. Trust me, it'll break the internet. People will love it.
Yeah, that was fun. What do you think? First time I rode an SV 1000.
First person to ride my SVA 1000.
Yeah,
Probably gonna be the only one too.
Oh, good. I did get, like, yeah, the only thing that threw me up was the shifting. And
I know. Dude, when I did that, I wanted to do a top speed pull. And it went from 5th to 6th. It went to neutral.
Oh, bro, there's that. Yeah, so these will do that sometimes. And then two, I forgot to mention, because it's hard to mention everything. There's like a issue on the sensor somewhere. When you're under heavy gas, if you're in 6th, it'll say you're in 5th when you're under heavy gas sometimes. So it's confusing on all of them. Like, if you're like in 2nd and you
Yeah.
it tells you you're in 1st. I don't know why.
What the heck?
Whatever like the sensor is in there, like, it's only under heavy.
I'm not gonna lie, because what is the weight on it? It felt so much lighter than mine. I'm thinking because of the wheels. Those look so much more minimal than this.
Also because this is lowered and that's like still.
It's not lower anymore though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I raised it back up. It definitely feels lower than that. That's for sure.
Maybe because this is like the subframe's higher and everything, and it's
Yeah.
still like true race position. It feels like, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a more aggressive riding position. But I don't know, usually it's like the bar ends. If the bar ends are higher, it feels like lighter. But that felt like I can throw it around with my body way easier. Yeah. I actually had a lot of fun too.
My bike looked so cool riding. I was like,
I know, that's the whole, the entire time in the start, I was like just staring at this. I was like, I know this is a full ride, but I gotta like, I've never seen one roll, you know what I mean?
Dude, it looks, I was looking over you, I'm like, dude, do I really look that cool? I'm like, fuck.
Nah, yeah, the MVs look insane rolling. Very, very different, like from any other bike.
Oh, yeah.
The only other ones like are the crazy ones, like for example the H2s and you know some of these bikes. They just look so exotic. I don't know how MV does it. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Nothing crazy in the top speed. Like I said, it was lacking up top as you guys saw, but down low and everything, this felt super, super responsive. Felt really good. Doesn't have a tune, right?
No, it's actually no. This exhaust came with an ECU, but it was for 2010 to 2013.
So it was never. So you haven't. That's crazy how good it feels with No, nothing. It is lacking up top though. That's what I was saying.
Up top, and then also, believe it or not, with the stock exhaust, down low, it's even smoother and way more street rideable than it is now.
That's crazy. Because that was really smooth and it felt so good.
At first, when I put the exhaust on, I actually hated the way it rode. Like, when I rode it with the stock, it was
Wow.
so easy.
This in comparison to that is like beautiful. Night and day difference. Because that is super rowdy.
Mikey did do something. I think we like didn't reconnect the O2 sensor or something
Mhm.
like that.
Mine is not either.
Like, it'll feel better, trust me. And like,
Huh.
it's been fine, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not like a super good test.
Yeah, no, it feels good. In the corners, it didn't feel I would say that feels way more stable. It gives you a little bit of that shake. It could be, I'm thinking, because of the wheels. Because I get that feel with my V4R and my M1000 because they have carbon wheels. They're a lot more kind of like shaky in corners. I think I didn't hit 170 in the 160s, I think. Yeah. No, this is definitely faster up top.
Yeah, it is.
For sure. That thing is like the way it climbs and all that. But
So, dude, I got to like on accident. I don't ride that fast, you know.
yeah.
I think I saw like 142 at one point.
Yeah. No, this thing mobs for sure. I mean, I was on the last ride, I was doing in the 140s in the corner with that thing. So it feels really, really good, the SV in corners. But also, a big part is because it has electronic suspension, and I got those dialed like my R1M, which was dialed at the track for me.
Oh, okay.
So the suspension is literally dialed for my preference. So that's why it feels really good on it. Yeah, it could be also it just needs suspension adjusted and all that, but that was a fun ride.
But how high are the rear sets? Did you find them to be pretty high?
I didn't think it was that bad.
Like
I think
4R?
the thing is, yeah, no, my V4 are actually not that high. My Fireblade is way higher than this.
Your
That,
Fireblade's high?
yeah, that's why I'm like kind of between all the bikes. I can hop on any bike and I'm like, oh, I'm good because I'm so well diverse in everything. You know what I mean? Master at no singular bike, jacket everything.
Dude, I wasn't really paying attention because I was kind of nervous, but I think like everybody gathered to watch us leave.
I mean, I would if I saw these two bikes leaving anywhere pulling up. I would be staring too. Even if I have them, I would still be staring. They're so sick. It's funny because this is the newer one, but this looks more like because this is retro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like the other way around. It's a really cool combo. Now, and they both have like quad undertail exhaust. That was a very sick duo. Like I was saying, I feel like combining these two together to make the perfect MV leader bike would be insane. Oh, I was going to say, you just reminded me. I was going to say, when I get my silver in black, that would look so much better with this because they'll be like almost flip-flopped. You know, yours is like kind of like black grayish with red. Mine will be like red with black grayish. No, I like, I think that's my, like if it didn't have the red, you're talking about the red, right?
Yeah, the red thing.
The red rods. If it didn't have that, I actually wouldn't like the wheels. I think,
Look like the H2R wheels without them, huh?
oh yeah, kinda. But like I would say worse. Yeah, because I do like the star design, but it would look way too like plain without the red. The red rods is what makes it. That kind of like gives it that two-tone. But I'm still super excited for the new carbon wheels. And we'll see how she rides because I really want to weigh these. If these are cast wheels, we still don't know if these are cast wheels. They kind of look like it.
Yeah. No, they are. Because this one has holes around the, if you look. Or no, the front one, look in the middle.
So they are cast? Yeah, maybe. I don't really know what the holes would do, but
So that was the OG F4.
see, if it was like that, I would have changed it right away. That does not look good. These actually look sick.
I mean, this is from 1997.
1997 is crazy.
That's why they designed
Yeah.
it like that.
Yeah. No, I think they killed it. If they're trying to like, do a throwback to this but make it better, they killed it with those. Like I said, I don't not like these wheels, but if they are cast, then it's going to be a night and day difference. For those that are new to the channel, there's the cast wheels, then there's the forged wheels, and then there's of course like forged aluminum, magnesium, and all type of like crazy stuff, and then the carbon wheels, of course. So we're going from the heaviest to the lightest.
So what's crazy is the wheels that you got kind of look like old Ducati 916 wheels.
Mhm.
That slanted vibe. And the original F4, when they were designing it, like the prototypes, before
Yeah.
they designed the wheel that looked like this, it was running on those wheels. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like symbolic in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I know.
Get, like, old-
Actually, let's go and I'll show you the wheels because you've never seen them in person, and that'll be the finale of the video. But also before, thank you first of all for letting me ride this.
Thank you.
Good deal. You take that deal?
Take that
I
down.
take that deal. That was a fun trade. I actually really enjoyed this more than I thought. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was gonna be underwhelming after riding this because this was so much fun. That was actually a lot of fun.
It still bangs pretty hard. I imagine it tuned, you know, like actually. Put
That's
it
what
on, like,
we need to redo this when this is, I finish all the work on it. When this is tuned, you need an exhaust. It doesn't even need a tune. You know what I mean? Like I wish mine ride as smooth, and yours sounded like mine.
If I got a bonus for the final part, the last
Yeah, I mean, look at that, dude. This is so much. All the sound is going here.
I mean, knock on it. You could just,
Yeah, all the sound is going on there. It's gone, disappeared. Especially at high speed, you don't hear nothing. Nothing. I did not like that. Like, cause that's the thing. It's one of the best features of MV is the sound.
look how blue it got, though.
And I really like. This is what I don't like about this. Even though I lowered it, look how much gap there is here. Like my whole fist.
Yeah, that's because of the way the design is.
I know. It's just the shape of that retro versus yours. Yeah, see, it doesn't fit.
Bro, imagine if I lowered
And this is not even lowered.
like 5 mil.
You should. I mean, don't do like I did. Oh, it's actually slightly lowered from factory. Oh no, that's just the design of the triple clamp. Yeah, they kind of like goes down. But yeah, if you lower it, like I would say half an inch, because that's what I do. We'll see. Maybe the R1M, because that's my oldest one, 2015.
They're probably crap.
We'll see. That's older than that. But I really take care of my bikes, so we'll see. I actually doubt they are. I would have noticed.
I got lucky too. I lost my button.
I
I found it in the parking lot.
I noticed that you lost the whole
Sorry,
button.
I blew it back in.
That's funny. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to ride. But I would say, yeah, even lower, like just like, I'll do like half an inch.
Yeah.
Because half an inch, you won't even feel the difference, but it makes such a big change in the look.
Sato Racing makes a cover for this, like a crash cover that's carbon fiber. I should get it.
Definitely. Carbon cover for that, yeah.
The bummer is that
That's why I said in the video, I was like, you need a little K-touch on your bike.
yeah, a little K-touch is for sure. Titanium.
Quick release gas cap.
Yeah.
Remove those decals.
The reason I don't have one yet is I'm trying to get one from an RC because it says RC just to be like, yeah, I got it.
If I get you a carbon fiber one like I have, would you install it instead of this?
Yeah, maybe. I want to get my buddy to do this in matte so you don't even see it.
Or yeah, that would be sick, but like all the bubbles and
Dude, so
the fact that it's glossy, it just makes it look cheap. Why don't you do this? Because you can put it lower. It's just for protection, right?
Yeah.
But you just need it in the center.
I'll think about it. Yeah, definitely.
And this is real carbon, by the way, Italian. I like that. Yeah, the quad exhaust, the dual, probably like, I'm looking at you, you're looking at this, but for like whoever is seeing both of us roll with those like two tails together. But yeah, that looks so much taller than this, which I kind of like. Let's ride out of here and I'll show you the wheels for this thing and we'll end the video there.
Get the special garage treatment too.
Yeah. Happy ending. Oh, man. Yeah, see, like this bike down low is just like, and the throttle, like something feels like there's too much dead zone here, too much play. The other one's just sharper. You're Mr. MV, you gotta see the SV wheels, you know? He's checking himself out. Bro, you're fine.
My hair is crazy.
You're fine. My 10% female audience is not going to try to find your IG and hit you up. Alrighty.
Dude, let's see it. Oh, I got it black on the inside. Oh my god, they're so
Yep.
Dude. Wait.
Drops it on the HP4 race. Crazy, huh?
Dude, in the sun.
Yeah, flash a light on it. It's so much cooler with flash.
Dude, the way this is gonna look when it's turning.
He knows what's up.
Bro, I'd be stoked on these on any bike with the fact that they're going on the craziest Super Veloce in the world. Whoa. Bro, even from this side.
Insane, huh?
Dude, I see it now just pulling into a meet, like in the sun, just looking at
And that's with the flashlight. Like you were saying, those carbon wheels pop in this, and especially forged ones. Yeah. So, you know.
Even in here, like.
And red carbon wheels with gold, like, I feel like.
The green ones don't look like shit in here, but then you see them outside and you're like.
Yeah.
But it's good that they're like, also like, that they have the darkness because it matches the darkness.
It's a little too dark. It's a little darker than I expected, to be honest, but I think in the sun, it'll be perfect.
I think if they were brighter, they would look
tacky.
Insane.
Yeah, too much.
Mm-hmm.
So initially I was like, I wanted them darker, and then I shined the light on them and I was like, oh, they look sick.
Dude, BST does such a good job. I actually saw another pair of these today They're on my buddy's Harley Davidson like prototype that they're building.
Oh, yeah.
But it isn't single sided, so it like kind of high, and it's such a difference.
See,
Like,
that's
they're
why
cool
my
when they're
rule.
off the bike,
Yeah,
and you like slide it into this thick ass swing arm, and you're like
you can't see
like,
much.
You see like this much.
That's my thing, you know. Single size swing arm has carbon wheels. Single size swing arm, carbon wheels, and now single size swing arm, carbon wheels, and maybe we'll do the H2 with BSD again, possibly. Yeah, because this has forged magnesium wheels
This is for your Indian
on the
audience.
extra into.
That's so racist.
Don't mind him. He's my racist friend, but we love him still.
Cut that out.
I'm so not cutting that out.
Cancel.
Cancelled. No, we love dark humor on the channel, right, boys?
Yeah.
Say dark humor in the comments.
I worked for KTM and they got bought by Bajaj, so.
Mr. Envy approved?
Oh yeah, these are sick. Dude, I can't imagine how light the front one is. Probably
I know. I'm
feels like
excited.
frisbee.
So we're going on Tuesday to install them.
Yeah.
Me and you.
You and I.
That would be fun.
And me.
All right, guys. Drop a like, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and ride safe.